All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Wednesday daytime stream starting at 4:47. Starting once again later than I was hoping for, but I actually have a good excuse today. I was very busy today. Jeff, Rigo, Lockjar, Clarence, Troy, Six, and Luke Laurie. What's going on, guys? Mr. Ivan's here. Hello, Mr. Ivan. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Boy, I got the sniffles, man. All right. That's because I was sneezing so hard earlier. All right, here we are. Here we go. I was dropping our cats off. We just rehomed the cats. Let's see. So today, what should today's headline be? The headline shall be rehoming the cats. Hot gym breaks. Rehoming the cats. EB2 selling out. Live card shop. I know there's a couple guys who like the price on the EB2, and that's almost gone. The Dragon Ball, we've got like one sealed box of it, and then one open box that's probably missing like one pack. Title, Goodbye Kitties. Okay, I'll make it Goodbye Kitties. Goodbye Kitties. I think that's good because I like to, sometimes my videos help me remember what happened in the past. All right. So this will help me remember the day. Yeah, we've been talking about letting the kitties go for a long time. Well over a year. It's so much harder to do. It's so easy to talk about. Way harder to do. Okay, Alex has posted that. Let's jump over here. Rip kitties. Yeah, I know. They're in a better place, though. We actually rehomed them. They did not go to a shelter. They went to a cat lady's home. She's got a lot of cats. She has like a whole system. So she had like all these robotic kitty litter boxes, and she had like all these automatic cat feeding things. Her husband works and she does not. She just stays home with the cats all day. So I don't know. She loves cats. I told her she should make a YouTube channel. She was like, yeah, people keep telling me that. Yeah, she had a bunch of cats. How old is the cat lady? Maybe 40? Maybe 40? They live in a paid-off home. So they got a home out here in Lake of the Ozarks that I guess they bought a while ago. She said she got her home when she was real young, actually. She said she got her first job when she was 15, and she's paid off the home she's living in. And so now she's kind of like semi-retired. She has a boyfriend who works, or I don't know, boyfriend or husband or something like that. And he works, and she just gets to stay at home all day, and they're paid off home. So, yeah, it's kind of a sweet setup. You can kind of get away with that in Lake of the Ozarks, Missouri, because the cost of living out here is pretty low. So you don't even have to make that much money. And if your house is paid off and your car is paid off, you don't need a lot of money to live out here. All right. How's the missus doing with this? Oh, terribly. She was okay with the first cat going. We did it one cat at a time. The second cat was going, and I think it hit her pretty hard. So, yeah, I mean, the cats are a lot of memories for us. We've had them as far back as we were still in college when we got the first one. So the cats are a little older. I think 8 years old, 8 and 6 or something like that. They're not super young. But yeah, I developed those coughs, and we were struggling to take care of them, and we're planning on moving and all this other stuff, this reason, that reason. They're just better off with this lady who actually spends all day with her cats. So, I think they're going to enjoy. Actually, when I brought the second cat over, the first cat was already out of her little moving carrier. She was just sitting on the couch already. So she seemed like she was already pretty comfortable. You developed an allergy to cats. No, I'd always had a cat allergy. I'd always had one. But sometime after we moved out of the blue house, I developed a horrible chronic cough. What was going on? Because of the move, my bedroom setup changed. All of a sudden, I was sleeping in a room across from the cat litter, and I developed a really terrible chronic cough from that. And we thought maybe it was mold, because we also found mold. So we thought, oh, it's the mold. No, it's the cat. It's actually the cat, because I developed a new cough again over the wintertime, this last winter, and we know what happened. The cats peed upstairs. It was cleaned, but the smell lingered. And that smell, anytime I walked by it, the chronic cough just came right flaring back up. And so, Yeah, I have a serious cat allergy, it turns out. Makes you wonder how I was living with them before. Maybe I was just younger. I don't know. Maybe your body's like can handle it for a while and then it just gets to a point. Who knows? Or maybe there was better air circulation or something like that. I mean, the blue house, the cat litter was actually kept upstairs and I slept in the basement. So I was like 2 layers removed from the cat litter in the past. So yeah, something like that. I have 2 cats that make me cough too, but my girlfriend will not let me get rid of them. Yeah. I'm a king of the castle over here in this house, so when I knew they were affecting my health, I was like, that's it, they're out. It was not a difficult decision. It's hard to do. It's hard to give your cats up. It goes against your gut. It goes against your emotions. But I'm pretty straightforward when it comes to health. I don't play around with that, so I'm not going to have cat lung cancer because I was too much in love with my cats to rehome them. So that's a kind of a brain over heart kind of thing, you know what I mean? Here it is. Hey, mister, I sent a message on Discord. I have 4 cats. Cats are great. I mean, I like them. They're very nice. They like to, they like to lay down and be rubbed and all that stuff. But, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the cat lung cancer. Here we are. Woo, Drowsy. Drowsy's coming up for sale at a lower price because he was just sold back to me, so I can offer him at a lower price. So he's $75, an authentic Tora Karuta Drowsy from Koro Koro. Probably population 1. I think my internet's back. They get emotional support animals. Apparently, she got really bad depression, so it makes me feel bad when I say I'm going to get rid of them and she needs them. Yeah? Here we are. I'd tell my wife or my girlfriend I'm the emotional support animal, and this thing's got to go. It's making me sick. Here we are. But so I'm kind of tough that way. But my parents were like that. We had cats. My whole childhood, we had cats. We had multiple cats, and I've seen cats grow old and die. We've had cats that had to be rehomed when I was a kid. We've had a dog that had to be rehomed. Sometimes you get a cat or a dog with the wrong personality, doesn't fit well with the kids, that kind of stuff. But we always had animals. We had pets the whole time. So we had like 10 bunny rabbits. I watched those grow old and die. Maybe that's part of it. When you watch your pet grow old and die, the idea that you're only going to be with your pet for a limited time, you just kind of understand that as an adult. So I grew up with a lot of pets. Pop 2 on this Drowsy, and a truly rare card. When I retire, I'll make a cat fostering home where I rescue kittens and nurse them till 8 months. This lady had all these cats, and I told her, I was like, do you have a YouTube channel? And I told her I do YouTube, and I said, man, you have all these cute cats, you should record them, and people will donate to help you take care of these cats. But, she was really resistant to that idea. She made it sound like someone else had already suggested that to her, and she didn't want to do it. And I was like, man, you should just learn because, people love animals, and if you're entertaining them, they'll help you pay for their food and their vet checks and all this other stuff. But I told her if she needs any help with the 2 cats we left her with, to just contact her. I didn't tell her we were going to give her money, but the truth is, if she ever said I can't afford a bill or something, I would just send her the money. So, okay, so here's Drowsy, and this goes to Blake Santoro. He just sold that back to me. When you pull a card from the Pokeshelf or the Live Customs, it is possible to sell it back to me. Not at full price, but pretty close. Here's Mr. Blake. Smart not getting that Drowsy graded and only authenticated. Actually, they just did that. I didn't choose. I just chose to have it graded. They chose to send it back as authenticated. So they chose that, not me. And yeah, it's lovely. I really am in love with these Koro Koro Tora Karuta cards. Every time I see them, I get excited because they're so bizarre. And they're from 1996. So this is truly beginning of the Pokemon card era time period. This is really old stuff. And you don't know it, but I'm actually sitting on a couple rounds of the Tora Karutas uncut. I think I have 3 rounds of them. So I'm waiting to grade those, but I've got all of these over here. I've sold quite a few of them. But not all of them. Like, for example, the Charizard's gone. We sold the Charizard. Here's a Zapdos. There's a Arbok. Chansey. Bulbasaur's good. Jigglypuff's good. Here's a Mew. I think we started a Mew break, but it didn't go anywhere. Here's a Hitmonlee. When a break moves too slow, I just kind of take that as people don't want it, and then we go in a new direction. Like, the Garchomp's moving a little bit slow, but you know what? It's so close to finishing. Look at this Blackface Jinx. That's really cool. We got Venonat, Rattata, Moltres, Venusaur making a winky face. Mr. Mime, I like that one. Lickitung. Doug Trio. Here we go. Articuno. Caterpie, Slowbro, and Buttfree. So that's what I have left on these Toro Karutas, and I'm in no rush to sell them. I think that they're extremely, extremely, extremely rare. You're not going to find these in a lot of places. But there they are as a group. Oh, what is this song? Let's skip this. I'm trying out some unknown playlist. Look at that. Beautiful, right? That could be a $900 break if you guys wanted to own the group of this, the pair of them. I don't know what you call it when it's a triple pair. Are those stamps? Yesterday, I zelled you $9 to ship out my cards. Hey, Mr. Michael, I'm so glad you popped in today. I was not able to ship that because I need your address. Could you email me your address, please? Email me the address at TheCardconomist@gmail.com. You can find that at the top of the description. You give me your email, and I'll get that shipped out for you right away. Miss Alexis is back in on Friday to do the shipping, by the way. So it'll officially be picked up on Saturday. That's how that works. But yes, we need to get your address, and then we can print the label. Let's see. Oh, Kara's sending me a picture of the cats now. All right. Yeah, she was pretty sad. Kara's, you know, when we gave up the first cat, she was a little sad. By the time the second cat was gone, she was she was feeling it. All right, but that's normal. I mean, I was feeling sad too. I didn't like seeing them go. It's just I've got to do it. All right, got to do it for my health here. So it's an easy decision when it comes down to your health. It's not a money problem, and it's not a space problem. What is this? So PSA says we're contacting you on behalf of PSA Customer Relations. We were made aware that your submission is currently on a receive hold. We're currently reviewing and looking into your submission. Once there is an update, a representative from the Customer Relations team will follow up with more information on how we can resolve any discrepancies. Thank you. What? Okay, well, PSA found a problem with one of our submissions. I don't know. See what that's all about when they contact me, I guess. They didn't tell me. They just told me there's a problem. It's weird that they didn't just say what it was. Let's see. So, Victor Carddass. He's not here, is he? He wanted me to do a refund on a ZELLE order of $9. I tried to do the refund, but ZELLE wants me to give up like my debit PIN in order to do the refund, and I don't have a debit PIN. I never activated it. So I'm wondering if he would be okay with just store credit for now. He'd probably annoyed that I closed before finishing his order, but I can give him the refund on PayPal or on CASHAPP, but I think on ZELLE it is trickier. I think in order to do it without the PIN, I have to set you up as an account that I do transactions with. So it's like it's a big hassle. So here it is. Now you're going to have a baby soon. Yeah, we wouldn't mind having a baby sometime soon. I just saw a $170,000 check, highest I've ever seen in person. Dang, that's a lot. It is. All right, we got Mr. Michael's address. Perfect. Okay, Mr. Michael's the next order then. We're going to take care of that. We're not stressed over having a baby. You guys almost seem more stressed over it than I do. Because you guys would be like, have a baby, have a baby, have a baby. We'll have a baby. It is. I told you guys back when we decided we're about ready. I told you guys that we're not like getting real stressed over it or anything. If we'll let it happen naturally. The baby will have chat size. Imagine how much Pokies one person could buy with that. No, actually, I'm looking forward to having no kids and no animals in the house at all. Completely empty house like we're on vacation. I'm actually looking forward to that for a little while. The cleanliness. Oh, the cleanliness will be insane. No more 2 cats making dirt. No 2 cats, no babies, nothing. So let's jump over here, Mr. Michael. Grab your email. All right. We'll toss this out. And Mr. Michael, we've got your name. Where are the animals? Yeah. I had 11 brothers and sisters. And what I've really enjoyed the most in life is not having a lot of responsibilities. Because when I was younger, I had a lot of responsibilities. But, I'm getting a little older. That's the only thing. There we go. I don't feel that old. I just joke about being old. Let's put this here, and let's put this here. All right, and now let's grab your email. Grabbing that email. You never know, mister. She might have a shiny baby. I had a shiny baby. Whoa. Funny as hell, dude. Nobody expected that. We're so lucky. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Well, it's a little easier when you're a guy, you know, because technically you can have a baby at any age. You got like Mick Jagger just had a baby at like 80, you know. But for girls, they got the biological clock ticking, so there's more pressure for them. All right. Can you use my store credit for 2 Lugia spots, 2 PSA gradings for Leafeon and Vaporeon? I'd be happy to do that for you. Ta-da! All right, cool. The label's made. Let's see. Put this over here. Okay. Babies are a blessing. It'll happen when it's right. Yeah, I'm not too rushed about it. It's actually not a big source of stress or anything for me. There it is. I feel like I talk about it too much in stream. That's the only thing. Shouldn't have talked about it so much. PokeRev already has 3 kids. No, he's better than me. Let's see. PokeRev pulls more Charizards. Now, let's see. So, we got Michael taken care of. And Mr. LaFlame would like to do a thing. I'm just going to take care of that right away if you guys don't mind. All right, so here it is. And let's head right over to your bag, which is over here. Haha. And let's see. Do I put it in here? There's a Leafeon. You said the other one was what? It was a Japanese... Vaporeon Japanese. Back here, maybe? Nope, that is a cool looking Luffy, though. Ooh, maybe in here. Oh, nope, that's Bellossom. Do the states have problems with feral cats or pet cat curfews? Most of Australia, you're fine if your cat goes outside your property boundary. Yikes, really? That's crazy. Well, you guys probably live in houses that are super expensive and you're all crammed together or something like that. Everyone out here in Lake of the Ozarks is pretty well spread out. And this is, you know, this is like a nature lovers kind of place. I mean, in my neighborhood, there's like 4 stray cats or 4 outdoor cats right now. They just travel around. One of them was on my porch last night, late at night after the stream was over. There it is. She was just sitting on the porch looking in our window. You got food in there? Because nobody does anything about it. There's a neighborhood we go walking in that must have like 30 stray cats. They're like a crowd of cats. It's like Cat Island over there. You know, people love cats and dogs out here, that's for sure. A little too much with the dogs, man. The dogs come over and they take a big dookie in your yard. Then they bark at you. So that's a little annoying. Well, the worst part of the dogs is that they'll pull your trash out. So you put your trash in the dumpster and they'll push that dumpster over and pull the trash out. It's not right. So... then they'll bark at you like it's their trash, not your trash. Like, hey, get out of my yard. Freaking dog. Making a giant mess. You got to spend your time picking up rotten meat packages off the floor covered in like ants and maggots because the dogs got into it. It's like, Jesus Christ, dude. Did you say you had a Vaporeon? Well, I'm not seeing it. I think it was in my Big Boy Cards or something. Big Boy Cards. We're going to go looking for it. It must not have been in this round here. But the cats, you know, cats don't do that kind of stuff. So they're a bit easier, aren't they? They don't bark. I don't know where cats poop, but they don't poop right in the middle of the yard. They're not ballsy enough to do that. And they certainly don't pull your trash out. Okay. So let's check here in the Cool Kids box first. Let's start there. I'm going to toss this over here probably. Sarah Dusenberry, Isai. Remember Isai? I wonder where he went. He opened up a lot of prismatic. Mark Fitch. Is this it? LaFlame? Ah, LaFlame. Here you are, LaFlame. So what do you got in here? Duraludon, Dark Machamp, Cyndaquil, Minun, Plusle, Cyndaquil, Togepi, Jigglypuff, Togepi, Eevee, Dragapult. Was it Vaporeon, maybe? Oh, wait, that's the one you asked for. You asked for a Vaporeon, didn't you? You asked for a Vaporeon. Oh, I'm so stupid. Why was in my head, I was looking for an Espeon. I'm so dumb. All right, so that's the one. We got you. Tossing these up here. Good. Which submission was it? Is it my trump? I don't know. I don't know which submission it is, but they'll probably say something like a card wasn't in the submission, or maybe they'll say something like, oops, we accidentally damaged one of your cards, and we have to pay you out now. So something like that. I'll put this over here. Freaking PSA, man. But you know, they're a big organization. They make mistakes like that. When you send cards to PSA, you're basically accepting the fact that they might end up hurting your cards. Oh, I only need one, don't I? Thank you, mister. Probably in jail for credit card debt. Ow. Okay. Well, I effed my finger up the other day, and that's all swollen now. Swollen and bruised. Okay. Must be a part of my hand that gets used a lot. And these are going to PSA. Is that what you said? PSA. P. And a P. You got it, Mr. LaFlame. Good luck on those grades. I hope you get a 10 on the Leafeon. That would be really important to get a 10 on that Leafeon, because you need him to get back some of the value that you put into that. 220 minus 80 is the same as 200 minus 60, which is 140. All right, there it is. 140 remains. Thank you for that. Let's go ahead and rotate now. So we've got Nidoking coming up. Nidoking, Caleb Ibarra, Nidoking. We got Nidoran. That's really interesting. Ash Blossom Spring. Jim Poker and Sliveon. Ooh. Well, let's see what's next now. We're clicking on this. Let's just see who went first. So, Luke Laurie, 1 Steam Siege. Here you go, Luke. Almost out of those Steam Sieges now. Ah, here it is. Actually, I think we are out of them. Is that right? Fates. No, there's one more Steam Siege. And then there's 2 Ancient Origins. The Ancient Origins, $97. So cheap, so affordable. Back in the day, I used to sell Ancient Origins for like $45 a pack. And back then, I'd tell people, I was like, I know this looks pricey to you today. You know, because what I was doing was I was selling them a little over market, right? That's my whole shtick is I provide a service, but I make a little profit, right? But I was telling people, I was like, one day these packs will look cheap at $48 a pack. You'll wish you had opened them. Oh my God, you got to be kidding. This guy's getting so lucky right now. Luke Laurie with the full art coming out. What is this? Ah! Right at the beginning of the stream, Mega Gardevoir. These Mega cards all sell for hundreds of dollars now if you can get it to grade 10. Right away, pulling Mega Gardevoir. Only 1 Steam Siege pack left. Wow, what a fantastic opening to the stream. So beautiful, too. It's all dark, huh? You know, I didn't play I didn't play the XY series, so I'm really looking forward to Legend Z. I hope Legend Z is a lot of fun, because I didn't play that, and so I don't know what that era's gimmick was or how it worked exactly. Looks like you Mega Evolve your Pokemon, huh, temporarily. Wow, so easy. He makes it look easy, doesn't it? Sometimes people open $1,000 of Pokemon cards and don't pull anything. He just opens 1 pack. All right. And really, Gardevoir is one of the top pulls in this set. The Steam Siege set has a golden Gardevoir, which might be more valuable. I don't know if it is. But here's the Mega Gardevoir. That's going to be super desirable as well. So great job on that. Yeah, Steam Siege is often looked at as a Steelix set. And I always argue it's not a Steelix set. It's a Gardevoir set, because it's got a golden Gardevoir and a Mega Gardevoir in it. And people actually like Gardevoir. Steelix is okay, but Gardevoir is really popular. So I always remind people that, you know, even though Steam Siege looks like it's a Steelix set, it's actually a Gardevoir set. Great job, man. Such a cool card. Thanks, mister. Sure, and if you need to send it off, we can always send it off. By the way, the next submission to be worked on is probably going to be CGC. The weekend's coming up. I tend to work on these submissions on the weekend. Here's David Moraes. 1 pack of Minecraft Hobby Packs. Okay, 1 Minecraft Hobby Pack and $10 to slab away. That's David Moraes. All right, David. You forgot my 2 spots in the Lugia. Oh, hold on. Let me get that. 2 spots in Lugia. Oops. So we're going to say Le Flame. Le Flame. All right. So that Lugia might just be ending right here, guys. I like how deep you go. Very ballsy, Mr. LaFlame. Here we have it. And let's grab one of these. Wouldn't it be insane if 6 sniped again on 1 spot? I mean, she's back in here. I thought I heard something. So that's up to 17 out of 21. Just 4 spots remaining on Lugia. It's certainly going to end. And then, I don't know, did you send in for that at all? Let's see. Or were we just doing it off of store credit? For store credit, I'll mark you down as having minus 20. But I'm going to tell you what. You buy a lot of stuff with me, LaFlame. You've done a lot of business. So let's just say $20 gift this time, okay? So $20 gift and your store credit card is out. All right, there we go. So you're in for 2 spots. And now let's go ahead and start this up. Let's see. We have David Morey's $10 to Sabaways, the other part of the order, right? So let's take care of that while we're at it. Such a cool... Oh, yeah, should I clip that? Hold on, let me create a link for that, Mr. Mike Side. He's talking about the LaFlame, isn't he? Okay, hold on. Mega Gardevoir. 26 minutes in. Good. Yeah, we need more clips, don't we? Now, $10 Subway, David Morey. We're going to get this. We're going to get this. I keep getting pulled away from it. Here it is. And let's see. This goes down to $202. Thank you very much. Slabaway, guys. It is incredibly popular to have a card in Slabaway. We have a huge list of people who have taken a slab. That seems to be one of the most popular things we do. Ready? How about these daytime streams lately, huh? Last night, the nighttime stream was not that busy. And I think it's because you guys are just coming up here for the daytime stream. Chicken Jockey, maybe? Here's Axolotl. Here's Ale. All right, no Chicken Jockey in here. We're looking for a numbered Chicken Jockey. If you can pull a numbered Chicken Jockey, I would love to send that off to PSA, by the way. Minecraft, huh? I tell you guys what, if you can pull any numbered Chicken Jockey, you can get the Chicken Jockey roll in Discord, okay? Maybe we should have a challenge list. I feel like we don't have enough interesting roles in Discord. So our Discord server has been always been with us since pretty much the beginning. I find that it's a nice way to sort of sit down and socialize. But you know, the socialization aspect on that on that Discord server feels a little nerfed because we don't have anything super special going on in terms of roles. Challenge roles. And we're going to have number 1, Chicken Jockey. Numbered Chicken Jockey. All right. So for this one, you have to pull a numbered Chicken Jockey out for the Chicken Jockey roll in Discord. Okay. All right. So that's David Morey's. It's not really, you know, your roll in Discord, it's not worth a ton of money or anything. Put this back in. It's just a fun bonus to the fact that you're opening cards over here anyways. So we might as well have some interactivity with the Discord server. Now, where am I going to find your stuff? Did we didn't give you a box, did we? David Morris? You had a lot of stuff the last time I checked. Maybe you're in this The Overflow box. I try staying up for the nighttime stream. Yeah, that's tough to do because we really host it quite late. I mean, when did we start this night's stream, or yesterday night's? 1:30 a.m., which is 2:30 a.m. the East. All right, that's David Morris. Thank you, David. We're going to jump over here to Zach Stekskowski, box of EB2. Mr. Zach. There it is. Oh, yeah. Daytime, best time. I pulled Jolteon EX from Prismatic. Nice, dude. Okay. Let's start sneaping. Okay. We are supposed to get a PSA submission back soon. I wonder if the issue was in the one that's being returned to us, or if it's an issue with a different one. Looking forward to having a PSA submission return. I think also we're supposed to get a I believe we are supposed to get a tag submission back soon as well. Okay, Mr. Zachary. Here's this guy with the apple hat and his tongue out. He's like Lickitung. Okay. Here's a holo. Here's this. Okay. Lovely. You're talking about being able to order on the Pokemon website there, Mr. Shadowless? Yeah, I heard that they have a new system. This. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. And this. On phone, can anyone see my message? I see your message. Actually, it's weird. It looks like... Here, let me go ahead and... I'm going to go to... all messages. There we go. Here's a holo. Those ETBs were up for like over 4 hours. I think if companies found a way to get rid of the bots, that would probably be an important and good idea. Botting scalpable items is a pretty serious thing these days. It makes a small group of people very wealthy at the cost of the just regular consumer, like the target audience, the regular consumer of the product. So it's like a trick, really. That's why they have to create laws to make it illegal for stuff like tickets, you know. Tickets. They don't allow you to do it with tickets. All right. I think we could ask the government to pass a law that says botting products off the internet, you know, if you get caught doing it, you could go to pay a giant fee or something like that. I feel like Americans in general would vote for that. It is, because scalping's always been a serious problem. All right. But if you stand in line to get product, that's one thing. But if you just have a robot stand in line for you, it's like, come on, dude. All right, Mr. Zach. Most people will agree that that's an annoying thing. But it becomes a serious problem if everyone learns how to do it, and then it's just botters at that point, and no one can get any product at all, because then you have a true monopoly going on. So, and that is when people start doing something about the botters. That is when people start looking into that. They really need to put a limit on them, too. The fact people can scoop up hundreds for reselling is adding to the problem. Here we go. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, it's a serious thing. It's a serious thing. You want to avoid anyone having a monopoly on product. Because if you want the product to be cheaper, you have to get rid of monopolies. That might even include distributors or like major card shops that get all the product for some reason. Who knows? Who knows what goes on behind closed doors, you know? All right, let's try to get another round of slabs off the table. Here's that. Kadabra's back up. We've got down into the depths. We got this Firo. Dark Wheezing. He's such a nice card. Dark Wheezing's awesome. Tempting to put him in the live customs, but I don't mind holding that card at all. We have an order of Alejandro Martinez. 5 packs of the Japanese Heat Wave, please. You got it. Check Discord, please. YouTube not showing my messages. Really? Let me see. Must be blocking when you try to say something in particular. You already took PSIC rating. Oh! Yeah, you gotta math check me. I'm sorry about that, LaFlame. LaFlame was pointing out that I charged him twice. Sorry about that. So you have $60 left. I tell you what, let's make it $65. So I'm gonna toss you $5. I thought I was being nice to you. I thought I was giving you a bonus. Here you are. So we're gonna leave you with 65, a little tip there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I messed my math up on his order. That's why I should use a calculator and not my brain. All right. Mister, how'd you get so sexy? Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts. Do, 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 do. All right, what do we got? Cold. Roselia. Cold. Tough version. Rawr. Cold. All right, there it is, Alejandro. Weird, YouTube blocked my message. That is weird. YouTube does that when it thinks that you're like trying to advertise or something like that. So it must have thought you were like advertising. They will block messages that are like obscene or, you know, when you're trying to advertise. Is good. Here's Alicia Brown. Lugia, please store credit if full. Here you go, Miss Alicia. Not too bad. We got you. I did not get my video gaming stream in this week as a result of rehoming the cats, which was a very unique thing. Normally, I don't have to do that. So, but we might try to get it in on Thursday then. Haha, I said get it in. But I posted in our Discord server, I told people to go talk about what game they'd like to see me play. Oh, what am I doing? We're not getting your bag out. We're putting you in here. So you can pick a game out that you'd like to watch me play. Each Discord server was tasked with choosing a game. Any tips for an overwhelmed seller who can't use eBay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, that's 18 out of 21. Did you have any dots or commas in your message? GPU scalping is a huge problem right now because of the tariffs. Oof. Play Expedition. Is the Garchomp break over? No, but that one's quite close. Here's the Garchomp break over here. Here it is. 3 spots remaining. Okay. Did you get banned on eBay? What happened to eBay? Here it is. After I sold that $15,000 card for Mary, did you guys know I temporarily got banned on eBay? eBay banned me and wouldn't tell me why. And it was really shocking. This was right after I sold it. The card went to somebody in Hong Kong. And I wonder if eBay thought that I was potentially doing some kind of like money laundering or some insane thing like that. Who knows? But they banned me just completely out of the blue. I begged them to tell me why. I was like, this is really important. I need to know why. And they're like, nope, we have the right to not tell you, and we're not telling you. I was like, all right. I was shocked. I was prepared to change. I don't want to learn the platform. I was prepared to change my whole setup to use places like Facebook Marketplace, Instagram, Mercari, Craigslist, whatever was required. But they banned me, and I thought that was it for my card shop, basically. I was like, how am I supposed to operate a card shop of this type without the help of the biggest reseller, you know, where you find all the vintage products and slabs and all this good stuff? It's like, you got to have eBay. eBay is such an essential component. But then about a week later, they just magically unbanned me. They didn't say why. They still didn't say why they originally banned me. But that happened right after I sold her card. And I think that they thought I was like cheating or something, like there's some kind of trick going on. I don't know. Related to that big sale. Okay, Danny Seymour, Japanese Fusion Blazing Aura. So this is very important. We have this box here, and then we have this open box, which I believe contains probably about 23 packs. Let's count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So it contains 22 packs. This is all that remains. 22 packs of Fusion Blazing Aura or whatever, and then it's gone. Then it's gone. We're going to go update the menu now. Let's see. Under moving sale. We're no longer going to offer the box price, just the pack price. Okay, we hit save on that. And then this is yours, Danny. Got the last box, last sealed box. There's 22 packs remaining, everybody, for Dragon Ball. Did you run out of Nikke Japanese? I did. We still have the English version. We're running low on that too, though. Well, no, we've got another case of it, so we're not that low. But I used to have like 4 cases of it, and boy, did that stuff sell, man. That stuff's so old. Logically says, where do I buy products from you? Yeah, so you head over to the description of the live stream, and you'll find everything you need there in the description of the live stream. You'll find the PayPal link or whatever link that you like to use to pay for. You know, like you'll find the information you need for ZELLE, VENMO, CASHAPP. You'll see things for sale as you scroll down. You'll see it's a buyer agreement. You'll see like a simple explanation for how shipping works. So all the information's right there. All right. I love watching him open cards. So satisfying, says Fishco. Thanks, Fishco. Well, you really got to thank Danny, because it's your guys' orders that make the show happen. So you guys make the entertainment happen. Here goes. Mr. is serious about moving everything, leaving behind the Pokies, the kitties, the wife, and the boat. Nah, I wouldn't leave Karis behind. But you got to remember, you know, I did that once when I was young. 17 years old, I left everything behind. And so I'm capable of doing that kind of stuff. I think you have to have the right personality to be able to do something like that. Just sort of shed everything that you have and just restart. Ooh, it's like starting a new Minecraft world. But no, we're not. It's not like we're having some kind of meltdown over here. We're just, it was clear that the cats were causing a health problem. And so I take that stuff seriously. I take it really seriously. So I said, all right, well, time to rehome kitties. And we did a good job. We got the cats rehomed with the lady who loves cats. So I think we did pretty good in that regard. Cats didn't go to a kill shelter or anything like that. There was a temptation to just let the cats outside. But I insisted we rehome them because I felt that it gets too hot out here in the summer and I don't want the cats to be overwhelmed. So really they're indoor cats and they should be rehomed. So we took longer rehoming them and finally found somebody. There you are. Get a pet snake. By the way, we did try the no-kill shelters and they all said the same thing. We're full. We don't have room for any more cats. Get a pet snake. I did have a pet snake when I was a kid. I had a couple snakes when I was younger. I like snakes. I'm a snake on the Chinese zodiac, so that's fun, right? But no, I don't do any reptiles. I had a girlfriend who had a reptile. She had a bearded dragon, and I got pretty tired of that. She had a bearded dragon, and reptiles, they just don't love you the way mammals can love you. You know, dogs, cats, even hamsters. Yeah, something about reptiles. They don't operate like the mammalians do. You know what I mean? They don't have a brain for it. They're almost like insects. Reptiles are almost like insects. Not a lot of coziness. So, you know, as cool as reptiles are to look at in the zoo or on a display, I don't think they make good pets. They're more like something to look at, like jellyfish. You can have pet jellyfish, but they're not pets, are they? They're not truly pets. They're just like this animal you're watching like they're in a zoo. But, you know, the problem with reptiles is they stink, dude. They smell so bad, reptiles. You know, like they poop and they pee and all the other stuff, too, just like any animal. And that cage starts to smell. And you need to start cleaning an aquarium up every month or so your house doesn't smell like reptile waste. And that becomes your whole lifestyle, taking care of animals. But, yeah, I had snakes. I would catch snakes. Yeah, I'd catch them and I'd keep them in large aquariums and... You know, and then they'd get out and I'd be like, uh-oh, where'd he go? Snake sneaking around in our home somewhere. Oh, itchy eyeball here. I remember I had a water snake I caught and I would feed it little goldfishes. And yeah, it loved them. It would catch them and eat the whole thing. You could sit there and watch it eating it. I used to catch a lot of spiders as well, praying mantises. I was all about that kind of stuff. Maybe that's part of why Pokemon's so appealing, because it's still like that a little bit, you know, catching little animals and all. Here you go, Danny. Thank you, Danny. I think Danny normally donates to Holos. I'm going to put these over here. Can I buy a box of Terra Festival Japanese? I'd be happy to sell you a box of Terra Festival Japanese. We have a lot, by the way, so no fear about the quality on the packs or anything. We got a lot of boxes, a lot of cases. Plenty of that in stock. I feel like that's going to go up in price over time, don't you? Terra Festival, that stuff's got to go up. All right, how much? So let's head over to the description. You know, I haven't done a price update on Terra Festival in a long time. It might have dropped down in price over time. Let me just take a quick look what we can do on Terra Festival. I'll do a price adjustment right now. Terrestrial Festival, right? Case. All right. I suspect it could have gotten cheaper, but maybe not. We'll find out right now. All right, is this it? Yeah, this is definitely it. Oh, wow. Wow, this guy's about to sell out, and he went through like 74 cases of it? That's crazy. Maybe it's not cheaper. All right, I have a price here. So now I just need to divide it. I can't remember how many 20 booster boxes. There we go. All right. Problem solved. Okay. So according to this, I should want to slightly raise my price, I think. What is our current price sitting at? Oh, yeah. Actually, not. It says I should go from $15 to $16 per pack. We'll leave it at 15 for now, okay? Terra Festival will stay the same, $15 a pack. That makes it $150 per box if you'd like one, okay? All right, there it is. So that's all good. Yep, nothing changing there. We have an order now. Roger Gray, 2 Doctor Who's. Remember Doctor Who? Yeah, I remember Doctor Who. All right, Doctor Who packs, huh? This is fun that he's opening this, guys. I just got to find him now. Where am I keeping my Doctor Who packs? Who from Whoville? Is this it? Is this it? Aha! Roger Gray, Doctor Who. Collector boosters. Ooh, that means you can pull really big chase cards out of here, like serialized cards. Can't believe how expensive these sets are when you can find them on the shelves again. Mister, pull me a cereal as a prank. When in doubt, whip it out. About $115 market for a box. How many EB2 left? How much? All right, so let's go ahead and open this up. Here we go. Well, you'd be surprised, you know, when you buy product from overseas. And by the way, you want it out of a fresh case. You don't want to just buy someone's random box. Did you know that? Because what people can effectively do, people can pull like the top pulls, maybe like a God Pack, and they go, okay, this case has a God Pack pulled out of it. Then they take that and they sell it one box at a time on some place like eBay. And you unsuspectingly buy it with no chance for anything good to come out. So you don't want to buy boxes that way. And so what you really want is buy the case. But you know, when you buy a whole case of the product, you pay a tariff now when the product comes in. So, you know, the tariff kind of has a price. There's a processing fee when you sell it. So when someone buys it from you on PayPal, the PayPal processing fee is 3.5% on the entire value of the good. Then on top of that, you got to have a cut, right? Because you want to get paid. And then for that cut that you earn, you got to pay taxes. So, you know, at the end of the day, if you want the cheapest product, you got to open it at home by yourself. That's true. But, market price is a confusing thing, you know. Market price is also a prediction on what's going to happen in the future on the cost of the good. Here's the 11th hour. Here's the Master Multiplied. Here's Reverse Polarity. Here's Thespian Stage. Fiery Islet, Reverse Polarity. Cinderglade. Adric, Mathematical Genius. Temple of Plenty. Adric, again. 2 Adrics. Creeping Tar Pit. Wilfred Mott. The 7th Doctor, Cyberman Patrol, and Alien. Yes, the British join us. All right, but hopefully, you know, I'd like to see the products all go down in price. It's been really crazy because I don't think I've seen that happening. I have not seen prices dropping. Right? Like everyone's been predicting, oh, it's going down, it's going to go down, can't wait for it to go down, it's going to explode, it's a bubble, blah, 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 blah. They've been saying that ever since Logan Paul. And prices did fall after the peak of the Logan Paul stuff. And yet now everything's more expensive than when Logan Paul initially did his big box break. So it's like really all you had to do was sit and wait and sit and wait and sit and wait. It is, and that's generally been the truth with a lot of collectibles, right? Like there's times where the market's very quiet and nothing happens for like a year or 2 years, and then there's like, you know, one good month will go by and everything starts exploding. River Song Diary, and then in just a few months everything just doubles in price, you know. And so that's kind of how it works. It's like you could abandon all your Pokemon card holdings because they're not performing good this month or maybe for a whole year in a row. But it's like, and then 1 year they just explode. And if you didn't already sit on them, if you weren't already sitting on them, you missed the whole thing. The 12th Doctor. Lots of repeats, but good first pack. Okay, here's 12th Doctor. Here's Deserted Beach. It's Desert Beach. Perry Brown. Yasmin Khan. And the 6th Doctor. All right, cool. So what's the big popular cards out of here? Is it Yasmin Brown? There we go. Good. Roger Gray. Let's see, Roger. Where am I going to run into you? You're a partial tongue, Harry. Snake. What? What does the Chinese zodiac say about who the snake's supposed to be in bed with? Who are you supposed to date? Because you're not supposed to date the boar, and that's what Karis is. She's the one thing I'm not supposed to be with. That's what the Chinese zodiac says, and it's never wrong, as you know. The 10th Doctor is the chase, but the serial cards and search foils are always tops. New bag. All right, new bag time. Thank you, Mr. Roger Gray. Okay. Ox, monkey, rooster. The ox, the monkey, and the rooster. I don't know anything about those. Who hears an ox, a monkey, or a rooster on the Chinese zodiac? Roger Gray. I'm a horse. What? I'm a rooster. All right, jump in bed. That's it. It says we're meant to make love. Here's Kevin Vu, Lugia. Here it is, Lugia. Got a Lugia right here. Kevin Vu. The Chinese zodiac dragons are best matched with rooster, rats, and monkeys. They also have good compatibility. Well, I'm not the dragon on the I'm on the year of the snake, so I got the snake. I feel like it's more cool to be year of the snake than it is to be like year of the rat or something like that. You know what I mean? Like, who wants to be the rat? Oof. Yeah. Oh, Aovic, I got your $9. I apologize. I did immediately try to refund it, but it wanted me to use like my debit PIN in order to do the refund. It required that for like security verification, and I just don't have that. So you got $9. If you'd really like to have it refunded, I've got PayPal and Cash App would work, okay? But you got $9 store credit in the meantime, okay? It's okay. Don't refund. I'll send more tonight. Nice. Here we are. Sorry about wrapping up too fast there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Okay, gotta make sure we don't mess that up. It's 19 out of 21 right now. Whoa, 2 spots remain. I'm pretty sure this is over. Well, that was one fast-moving Lugia break. Here's NHCC jumping in that Lugia break. All right, NHCC's jumping in. A lot of familiar names. Okay. The breaks can eat your money up pretty fast. That's what's crazy about them. One person pulls that insane pull, and they go, holy. Okay. Look at the Pokepot, by the way. Did you guys catch this? Pokepot's huge now. These are all junk cards, too. It's just junk. Look at all the junk we acquire over time. Cards that probably you won't grade. Like there's a Cramorant right in the front. Luke Laurie, PSA grade the Gardevoir last Steam Siege Pack, 1 Star Wars Galaxy. Okay, I got you. So, one more Steam Siege Pack, because he wants to know what's in the last pack. Good on you. Let's find out what that is. Where is it? Oh, it's the one right in the front. It looked like a Fates Collide pack. Okay. Did someone buy the last spot for Lugia already? It's possible. There's a line. Here's Mankey Cobalion. All right, you got Stanky Mankey here. Lovely. Let's just see what's in here. Yeah, Mankey, Mantine, Sneasel, Hoppip, Cobalion, Braviary, Clang. Okay. Good. Let's go grab your Gardevoir. I have one Gardevoir. Did I not put it in a top loader? I thought I did. Okay, let's pop these over here. Got a lot of cards in there. That's baggie number 3. Did I put baggie number 4 in a different spot? Is that what happened? Lucas Lodge. Is it in here, maybe? Where'd I put it? So, Luke Laurie. I put it into the holder and then I put it in the bag, correct? Oh my God, bro. Let's keep looking. I gotta be a little slower when I put stuff away, man, because I don't see it. All right, I found it. All right. Here we are. So, let me drop these in here and put these back over here. And let's grab a semi-rigid. Haha. Mister, you still eat sardines? Yeah, I almost reached for one today, but instead of eating a tin of sardines, I opened a bag of lentils. I have these seasoned lentils that I eat, so I ate the lentils instead of the sardines. Sardines and lentils are like diet food. They're healthy food that fills you up, gives you a lot of protein and a lot of fiber, and they're not really considered a junk food. They're minimally processed, and yeah, so I like both of those. I reach for those because they help me stay full, which kind of pushes me away from eating like cheap, terrible snacky pop food, which is going to kill me probably if I eat it. Yep, I sure like junk food. I think everyone's struggling with that these days. Not everyone, but a lot of people. PSA, you got it, Mr. Luke? Hit a white flash ETB. What? That's crazy, bro. They're taking pre-orders for that set, and it hasn't even come out yet. That's really wild. Here's Flareon. You're always getting full, mister. Full of Pokemon cards. Let's go ahead and take a picture of these now. These are coming off the table. Zooming in. Click. Now, these three will be placed down into this commission sales box, and these two will go in the side box, the main rotation box, I should say. A little Zubat over there, huh? Now, you need a Star Wars Galaxy pack. Let me get that for you. Star Wars Galaxy. One more pack for Luke Laurie. A pack of Star Wars Galaxy. There it is. Ready? One cold pack. All right. Ta-da! Pre-orders are good. They can fill demand. True. Helps the company know how much to order. It's interesting that they sell it from the store, the Poke Center or whatever it's called, because that's a direct sale. They don't. That's them avoiding giving it to distribution, isn't it? Luke Laurie, PSA 10 Kadabra. Oh yeah, solid card here. Anthony Kalura has sold a card. This is a commission sale. If you want me to commission sell your slabs, let me know. It is. I charge a 27% fee basically. And that's really what that is. It's about 24% for me, and then 3% is the transaction fee. So PayPal will actually take 3% of the entire value of the $7. They take 3.5 actually. It's really terrible. So there you go, Luke Laurie. Now, let's update this for Mr. Anthony Kalura. Mr. Anthony. So watch how that goes. He sold that, and it's maybe the biggest benefit to these commission sales is how passive it is. You don't really have to do anything at all. I just pick your slabs up and start going with them. It says here you should have $200. So now he's got $200. All right. Those stadium cards are really impressive. Here's a Voltorb for 20 bucks. Here is a Venus Flytrap. Here's a Suicune. Here's a Golduck. And here is a Slowpoke. All right. What do we got next? We got an order of Eric Rodriguez. Shipping, please. Bag plus 3 slabs. Thank you for your patronage. Thank you. So, Eric. So, bag plus 3 slabs. Where will we find Eric? Here he is. Ooh, that's a big bag, dude. Wow, that's a lot of cards. Split into 2 bags. Any Suicune slabs of CG. Of CG. What's CG? You mean like the regular TCG? Is that what you mean? You mean like a non-poker Suicune? I think I have a non-poker Suicune slab somewhere. I just price it up a little slow. Sells too fast. All right, but the poker Suicune does well too. It's not like he doesn't sell. He definitely sells. I've sold like 10 of those, I feel. I've been grading those poker cards for a long time, so I've gone through a lot of those. Like, for example, we just sold a Pokemon Stadium card today. And that's a poker card. I got some surprises for you guys down the road when things start coming back. I got cool stuff to show off. Okay, that's Eric Rodriguez. Waiting for that number to show up. I heard Donald Trump talking about Pakistan and India. He's not taking a side, so that's interesting. I feel like that's very good for peace because, you know, let's say the United States were to take one side of the war really strongly. That would likely cause the war to continue because you think, oh, I got the backing of this other group, so we should go all in, you know? All right, there we are. Any black-white Japanese pack breaks or packs for sale. Russia already took India's side. Yeah, it's really weird. Russia took India's side and China took Pakistan's side. It's so strange. They must all have different interests in the region. It's quite strange because you think of Russia as sort of like China's ally. So for them to be on opposite sides of the war is so strange. All right, let's see. Team Rocket Grunt, last spot in the Lugia, finished, throw me in the Garchomp break. Nope, you're still in. You're going to make it in there, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Here we have this. Any black-white Japanese pack breaks or packs for sale? At the moment, no. Okay, this is going to say 21. All right, get strapped, everybody. Let's see. Keep all your arms and legs inside of the ride. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's it. We got 21. Okay. It's time. Tammy doesn't happen to be here, does she? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Is a Fugazi war. It's all fake contrived. You never know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's 21. The world doesn't need more war, in my opinion. The world needs peace. Everyone's at war all the time. It's kind of annoying. Let's get a bonus pull in there, shall we? How about... This is nice. Let's get a little bonus Rayquaza in there. He's a nice card. Okay. How about a nice little Pikachu as well? Very good. So we're going to have 2 bonus pulls in this break. Try to put something in there. They started voting for the new Pope today. Yeah, it's Pope time, man. I'm getting my popcorn out. All right. We have to take these out of their holders for them to fit into these sleeves properly. And toss a little bonus in there for you. The Rayquaza is a real solid bonus. Okay, lovely. I hope Trump wins. Trump for Pope. Nah, that was too far, man. I didn't like that. That was very similar to when he posted that video of the Gaza Strip, and he was like drinking pina colada on the Gaza Strip with Netanyahu. Nah, dude. The level of disrespect is too high. This is too high. All right. Go. All right. He's arrogant. Did you see Trump had a red saber? Maybe it's red for conservative. Yeah, I did see that, though. That's really crazy. All right. People really don't mess around when that Lugia pops up. Boy, it's such a good deal. 21 spots is good. What would you rather do, $40 in here or $40 of Silver Tempest packets? Well, if you bought $40 of Silver Tempest packs, your odds of pulling the Lugia is impossibly low anyways, and it's not going to be 10. It's got just as much of a chance to be a 9. So this is amazing. All right, guys, give me a number. Only a Sith deals in absolutes. What? The world needed more naked girls. Lucky 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Very nice. Okay, flip this around. I feel like when he had the conversation with the new Prime Minister of Canada yesterday, he kind of laid off of the rhetoric that Canada needs to join the U.S. So I think that they're not really looking at that as going to happen. But, you know, it's interesting. Alberta, which is a part of Canada, is talking about seceding, separating. Kind of like how Texas always claims it's going to do that. How crazy would it be if we had one little group from Canada join us somehow? This. All right. They were not happy with the election results. All right. Ta-da. New shuffle method. All right, give me a number. Are you saying I need a new shuffle method? 35? I don't think we can do 35. 3? Okay. 1, 2, 3. 35 would wrap around because we only have 21 spots. So in order to avoid that complexity, we just go between 1 and 21. And really, if you choose 21, then it's going to be a shuffle of 0. So we don't even allow 21. So it's between 1 and 20, I think. All right. Now, here goes Alicia Brown. Good luck. It could be it. No. Sorry, Alicia. Here's Anthony Kalura. Sorry, Anthony. Daniel Wiseman. Sorry, Daniel. Beatrice Moniz. Jesus Aguilera. 6. What? How? How's that possible? How is that possible? The odds of that are so bad. The odds of that are like impossible, dude. Wow. I mean, she's into all the breaks, so it's not like it's literally impossible. It's simply unlikely for that to occur. Is she here? Wow. I want a refund. Congratulations. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. My God, dude. All right, well, we're not done yet. It's technically not hers until these line up. Wow, I demand a recount. It's wigged. It's highly unlikely for that to occur, but I guess that's how all bizarre statistics feel. Like, that shouldn't occur because it's unlikely. Here's Omar. Here's TRG. I mean, she wouldn't have gotten in unless she thought she had a real chance, you know. Here's Mr. LaFlame. Taken to the cleaner by 6 twice in a row. NHCC. That's like what NHCC was doing for a while, if you remember, actually. That guy won a bunch in a row. You got the Pikachu. Okay, little Pikachu bonus. Mr. LaFlame. Where do we put your stuff? We just had your stuff. Did I put your stuff in a new spot? I think I put your stuff in a new spot. Where did I put it? Oh, here's a little... Oh, there it is. I found it. Okay, I found your stuff. Crazy. Like the laundry coming out the dryer folded. All right, she's gonna show up. She's gonna go into the next break too after this. Why wouldn't you? Is when you're so far ahead. Here's Andrew Martin, Mr. LaFlame, Brandon Boutillier. Okay, Brandon's picking up Rayquaza, Mr. Brandon. She gonna sell that one, sell that back one time. Here it is. All right, I'm gonna move these out of the way. So this goes to Brandon Boutillier with the BR. He's gonna be over here. Crazy, dude. Brian, Brandon, Beatrice. What's the lore behind the Charizard comment on all your shorts? Well, don't you love Charizard? I love Charizard. I'll take one Charizard. Well, shucks. Breaks are fun, says LaFlame. Woo! Man, fun for 6. Holy cow, dude. That's Joel Morin. Terry Mills. Nicholas Lloyd. Oh, it's going to line up. And Anthony Caluro. Wow, dude. I don't even know what to say. That's shocking to me, too. Let's grab this. She was in there. It could happen. She was in there. She bought a spot. Okay. I want 6 to direct me to a wizard. You know, she pulled the Rayquaza, and I was thinking at the time, she's going to get in every single break from now on. We are. Do you have any graded Yu-Gi-Oh! That you invest in? No, I don't really touch Yu-Gi-Oh! Too much. We do have a graded Yu-Gi-Oh! Card up on the table. All right. Wow, man. I was scared of her if she gets in the third one. She must have like some sort of 6 aura. Okay. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. Here's this. That is crazy. Put this, oops, put this here. I almost feel like that's a bad thing, you know? You gotta have somebody else winning. There it is. Here's this, and here's this. But I am impartial. Whoever wins, wins. I stay out of it. There you go. Is 6 here? 6. You actually pulled Lugia as well. Can you believe that? Blank, yeah, keeping this one. Jesus Christ, dude. There it is. We've seen that happen before, though, right? We've seen this happen before. Say word, you actually keeping it. All right, there we go. I'm scared to put the next rare candy card up. People are gonna be like, nah. I'm gonna get creamed in there. All right. Whew. How about that, 6? That might be the luckiest you've ever been. That kind of makes up for all the cold rounds, huh? Because you've been in a lot of breaks where you miss. I'm pretty sure that makes up for it for a lot. Stupid slabs tipping over. More steak dinner. Oh my God. Well, now we are tasked with picking a new rare candy break. I wonder what it should be. Let's go ahead and check the menu and see if, or not the menu, the queue, and see if there's any fresh orders. Throw me into the Garchomp. You got it. 1 into the Garchomp. Okay, Mr. TRG. Here we are. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt had some crazy luck in the past, too. He once pulled a Legendary Collection Zard signature slab. That was the Mega Break back then. He pulled it on like 40 bucks. Here's Garchomp. And we're going to go grab the Garchomp bag. Let's do a Gengar VMAX. So the problem with him is he's so expensive, he needs to become a Mega Break. That's the problem with him. And we have a Mega Break, and so we can't do something like the Gengar until the other one finishes. 2 spots left in Garchomp. Where's that Mega Break? Here it is. That is about to go off. The Mew is. See, here's the Mega Sublist with 2 down here. So that Mega Sublist is getting close. The Mega Sublist gives you a Mega Booster. The $400 booster is a Mega Booster. So we've got 1 Mega Booster sold. We need 6 more. So the second round's about to go off for that. We also have this very rare quest break. Sometimes a break that we host, we don't host it very often. So here's an extremely rare break where you've got this Vaporeon quest sticker. Like the Lugia will be hosted again one day. That will not. We'll run out of those. Here's Lance's Charizard. This is a 1 in 10 odds, and there are 3 spots left. So those are some of the breaks, everybody. Crazy. All right, speaking of which, we are out of orders now. There's no more orders in the queue, so you guys can think about what you want to do. How long have we been live? An hour 16? It's 6 o'clock. So you guys think about what you want to do for a second, and I am going to go looking for a new card. So we want a new break for the rare candy spot. Crazy. 6 winning again, dude. She got to jump in this next one, too. It scared me. Let's see. If 6 won a 3rd time in a row, no one would believe it. They'd be like, nah, that's rigged. Dark Slowking is pretty cool. Here's Charizard. This could be a potential break. I really like this Gengar. Let's see. $40 store credit to the Jumbo Zard. All right, you got it. We'll put you in the Jumbo Zard. This card in the past was a $300 card. Can you believe that? $300 in the past. Holy moly, this card is still going up. He's a possibility. He'd be a real big one. This would not be a cheap break. This one would be like the Rayquaza we had earlier. See, that's what made the Lugia so good. The Lugia was, nah, we're not going to do this guy. His price is, I don't like the price. All right, there was a chance. Came down to price. Price was the deciding factor. What are the other options? I hit the Fossil Pack after the Lugia and Moltres. Maybe because those items were so divided up, it was hard to see that you had been doing that well. Let's see what else we got. Cloud. Here's another Rayquaza, Greninja. This has to be a Mega Break. This guy's a really solid one. Pikachu Greyfell hat. I actually like the Crown Pikachu as well. That's an option. Crown Pikachu's an option. Greyfell hat Pikachu makes me nervous too. Well, it doesn't really matter how I feel about him. We were discussing these before. This Pichu's a really nice one. He's 650, but he's a gem mint. I don't know how fast that would move. People are really racist toward the gem mints, you know. An interesting one. Gold Star. Gold Star Umbreon might be a rising star. Got one of these. This is nice. And that Lugia was voted on, wasn't he? He moved pretty fast in the end. Here's some options. Dark Espeon's nice. Umbreon Gold Star, Pikachu Crown, Van Gogh Pikachu, really expensive. This one's cheaper, I think. The Tyranitar. Oh, the problem with the Tyranitar is he's so cheap that he could be a Pokeball or a Lightning Break. He's too cheap. That's right. I remember this now. He's too cheap. Tyranitar. Tyranitar is really good, but he's so cheap. He could be a regular Pokeball break. Some of these could probably be a rare candy too, to be honest. Some of these quest sticker cards. Look at that. That was really expensive. But maybe something like that. Something like this. Of course, I would just get to choose my own price on these. How many spots for Zard? We figured the price out last time. It took a lot of work to figure all those prices out. What I remember is he is pricey. They're all pretty much pricey, but some might be a little cheaper. Like this one might be a little cheaper. This one and this one might be a little cheaper. We got some of these quest stickers. I don't know if there's much hype for the quest stickers. Should I just pay $40, skip the middleman? Oh, you're going to have 6 put a spot in for you? Double Tyranitar up? 2 Tyranitars? I love it. That's a crazy idea. What do you guys think about all this? Double Tyranitar with another. How many spots for Zard? Moltres because of Team Rocket. These are all really solid picks. Let's see. Pikachu 085. The Pokemon insanity continues. Let's see. Just looking at something. I'm doing research. Try and get you guys something real nice. Okay. It's if no Zard or Tyranitar, then the Pikachu. Okay. I am not a Pikachu collector myself. It's just how it is. But I appreciate that Pikachu collectors are out there, and we're going to be doing Gray Felt Hat Pikachu next. And it looks like he's going to be... Looks like he's going to be a 30-spot break. We are. So he's more than the Lugia, but he's less than the Rayquaza. Okay. Let's get this loaded up. Pichu. It's me, mister. Your top buyer. Hey, it's Joey Albrecht. What's up, man? It's my top buyer, Joey Albrecht. You're lucky you got that Tyranitar, huh? What do you think of that Tyranitar now? That one turned out to be pretty good. You know what's crazy? There was a bunch of guys who did red labels with me on like vintage Pokemon cards, and they're all up on them now. How crazy is that? This Pikachu could be next, you know, because his price is rising, and I swear to God, there's plenty of FOMO for... Oh, did I just do that? There's plenty of FOMO for this card. Yeah, he was definitely one of the craziest cards of the year when he came out. Not easy to grade 10 either. I sent in like 4 of them. They all came back 9. Tyranitar after the Garchomp. We could do the Tyranitar, but I got something else crazy planned too. But I just got lots and lots and lots of options. Was Tammy not here? I don't think Tammy was here. Okay, let me go ahead and make a mark in the breaks channel. That's Gray Felt Hat Pikachu. I don't know how popular it'll be, but let's see. We're going to go over here to the breaks channel. Where's the breaks channel? Why don't I see it? Oh, here it is. Breaks history. Found it. This is going to say Lugia break. 1, 2, 5. Well, we can say 2, 4. All right. Tammy slacking, better demote and make a new mod. All right, Michael Anthony's the new mod. How much is cheapest on the gray felt? Tammy slacking. It's going to look nice. Pikachu, it's me, mister, your top buyer. All right, let's put this over here. Now, I'm just going to go ahead and hit refresh. See where we're at right now. Oh, before we do that, we're going to take care of Mr. Let's see. Mr. Blake. It was Blake, right? Blake asked to go into the Jumbo Zard. Okay. This goes down to 15. He says donation for 6. So you're saying you're donating a $40 spot into the Jumbo Zard for 6. Blake to 6. There it is. So I say Blake to 6. Jump it down there. Here's the Jumbo. Congrats on the Gray Felt Hat Pikachu, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9 people in the Jumbo, so that means there's only 1 spot left. The Jumbo Zard is actually very close. Jeff Leon says 1 Garchomp, 1 Mega Spot. Okay. Well, these are all going off right now. So here's Jeff Leon. On 9. And here's the Cynthia. Mr. Jeff. You got it, man. Okay. Good. So there we have it. Jeff Leon. Let me mark this up to 10. All right. And now, what do we have now? All right, so there are no orders in the queue. Would anyone else like to place an order before I start wrapping up for the daytime stream? How long have we been streaming? An hour and 30? Here's Remoraid, Pupitar, Larvitar, Pichu, and Ancient Poon. Ooh, so good, all of these. Let me start pricing these up. I sent a Zelle, says Jose E. Let's take a quick look at that. Oh, you are correct. I'm sorry. Those just rolled in. Those just rolled in. Set those back down. Alicia says Gray Felt Hat Pikachu. Here you are. Here, Alicia. There you are. And Alicia. Okay, very nice. Oh, we need this bag back, don't we? Where'd that bag go? There's the lightning bag. Where'd the other bag go? Rare candy bag. Where has it gone? I don't want to create a new one. I like reusing the same one over and over. It's fun. Ah, here it is. Very nice. 1 spot on the Garchomp. Yep, there was 1 spot left on the Garchomp, and then he's over. There it is. Gray Felt Hat Pikachu is an interesting one, because he's not something you can pull out of a booster box. Jose Dominguez, 100 to my Sabaway, and 1 spot in the Gray Felt Hat Pikachu. Here you go. All right. All right. No problem. I mean, we could keep the daytime stream going a long time if people want to send in orders. I don't mind. but I could also wrap up. Sort of like a I could take it or leave it situation. 100 to your slab away. Let's see. Coming down here, Mega Charizard goes down to 1580. Oh, you got that nice Mega Charizard, huh? How's that card doing? When did you put that away? You put that away in April? I gotta look into that. I want to see how well that one's doing. You got a nice Mega Charizard from me. And let's see, Mega Charizard. 69. Okay. Nice. Well, I wouldn't say it's gone up way above what you paid for it, but it is still sitting as a very expensive slab. Oh, yeah. If that's a red label Charizard, then I think it's already shifted up. That's crazy. I think Blake was buying a spot for himself in the Charizard. He was joking, saying it's a donation to me because I keep winning. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. So if he pulls the Jumbo Zard, I'll give it to him, and it'll just be a funny joke, okay? Sounds good. One spot on both Jumbo Zard and Garchomp. Let's go. Sounds like the, yeah, both of those breaks are really close. It sounds like I shouldn't be wrapping up the stream if they're so close. Be giving people a chance to finish them. There you go. Some nice cards there. All right. So that is 40 in the rare candy. We're hitting refresh here. Mega one away as well. Jeff Leon, one box of Bunny Girl. That's what I said, Bunny Girl. Let's see, Bunny Girl. Where am I keeping that Bunny Girl? You know, Jeff, you're pretty much tapping into an untouched case of those because nobody's really opening those, and they did not pull anything at all out of that yet. So you're good when you're opening this set right now. Oh, my legs. Alright, here we are. I was having trouble finding them. Everything got moved. There it goes. Whew. Can you have two slabs and slab away, or is that frowned upon? It's not that it's frowned upon, it's just not allowed. It's one slab at a time. Unless the slabs, like, relate to each other, or maybe it's like a group of cheaper slabs. I've done that before. Depending on what slabs we're talking about. We make you do one at a time for two reasons. To make sure you can actually finish it, but the other reason is to make sure that every time a good card comes up, people can't all just gobble them up off the table. See what I'm saying? All right. So this is for our friend Jeff Leon, one Bunny Girl. Wait, this is Bunny Girl, right? Not sure where the donation part came from, but maybe we can split the jumbo card in half. Oh, I thought you said, maybe I misread it. This is it, right, Jeff? Okay, good. I thought so. Very nice. Good luck to Jeff. Yes, you're dipping into a fresh case that is missing a box or two, so the odds have improved. How to run a Pokemon ship and rip and ship. That's a great question. There we are. There it is. Ooh. Wake up in the morning. Start out by waking up in the morning, and drinking, what's the name of that drink that Logan Paul came up with? Is it like G Fuel or something? What's the name of that drink? It's called something. Just trying to help out Six. Here's a hollow. Cancer, that's the name of the drink? I don't think that's the name. What's it called? Oh, Prime. Wake up in the morning and climb out of bed and drink your first bottle of Prime. All right. All right. Very nice. Then sign into Hustlers Academy and take on your new lessons from Andrew Tate. Step number 3 is cook a steak and eat it off of a cutting board. Step number 4 is get into an online fight over blah, blah, blah. Step number... All right. Step number 1, rip. Step number 2, ship. That's Jeff Leon. What do you guys think is the most degenerate thing about a rip and shipper? What's the crustiest thing about a rip and shipper? I'm a rip and shipper. So what's the crustiest thing about the way we're perceived? Rather wake up and do a line. Line dancing? This guy's into line dancing? Here's Eevee. Here's Mewtwo. I saw that video of the rip and shippers on Whatnot discussing how to rip people off. By claiming something like got lost in shipping or something like that so that they can cancel the order. I think the scam was this. It's a cheap price, but then cancel the order and then relist it. Is that what it was? And the trick was going to be something like saying, oh, but the shipping's not working. Okay, Jesus Aguilera's back. Garchomp break. 4 packs of Final Fantasy Soldier's Return. Garchomp is completed. Yay! I'm scared. Six is just going to take the Garchomp, too. They have carpeted bathrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hey! You best not be talking about carpeted bathrooms. You guys have no clue how soft that carpet is when you stand up to pee. Oh, man, you get your toes in that carpet. You just start, right in the morning. Nothing like a nice, warm carpet on your feet when you're taking a piss. Oh, yeah. When you're leaving a loaf in the lavvy. Oh, yeah. Better than wearing socks. All right, ready? Here's Yazoo. You got Yazoo. Dadaluma. It's Dada. Beast Master, Master of Beasts. And Theodore. Until you miss. Well, you don't got to worry about if you miss. The carpet soaks it up. Dadaluma. Okay, and Yazoo. It's great. When you walk into your carpeted bathroom, it's like you never left your living room, but now you take a dump. It's like if you were sitting in your living room with the toilet in the living room and you just sat down and dumped. It's a great feeling. You never felt such soft carpet before until you had a carpeted bathroom. You go, this carpet was installed in the 80s. You wiggle your little toes around. Whee! Splash some toilet water. It's great. 40 years of fecal matter floating around in the air and soaking itself up into that nice bathroom carpet. Nothing like a bathroom carpet from the 80s. Can't beat it. Gotta join it. All right, so he says a spot in the Garchomp. Garchomp's officially completed. Completed. Pretty blessed. Thanks, Fully. How's yours going, bro? You're nasty. You nasty. You just don't appreciate luxury. You don't have luxury until you have a carpeted bathroom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, that's 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Payday tonight, though. Nice. We have a new breakout, Miss Sarah. Did you catch that? Gray Felt Hat Pikachu is the new rare candy break. Now, add a little card to this, maybe? You want me to add a little bonus card? Do you guys like the bonus cards? I mean, I guess they're better than no bonus card, right? Here's a Gengar Hollow bonus card for somebody. Thing is, in this case, there's no star card, so I like there to be 2 pulls at all times. Oops, we have to peel this out of here. All right. All right. That's good to go. Time for the shuffle. Mister is leaving his wet footprints all over the house. Okay. You guys have never had a wee chug in your carpeted bathroom, huh? Missing out. Oh, luxury. It's almost like you don't know where the bathroom ends and the bedroom begins. The same place. Same carpet. That's actually true. The carpet in this room goes into the bathroom. It's the same carpet. Nothing finer than taking a nice warm bath in your 1980s bath and then climbing out of that bubbly bathtub and stepping on your nice 80s bathroom carpeted bathroom. All right, give me a number. 6 is in this one as well? Yeah, 6 is in this one. Who wants to do the number? 6 for 6, says Michael. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6. There it goes. And now Louis show off the names real fast. She's in here. So she gets in all the breaks. So, you know, it's totally possible for her to get pulled. That's the thing. It's unlikely, but it's unlikely for anyone to get pulled, right? And she has officially gotten very lucky for being in multiple breaks. My starting aim is bad enough with the tile bathroom. Oh, that tasty bathroom. Think about how yummy it is when the toilet overflows. Yeah, you need like a toilet plunge. Oh yeah, a little splishy splash right on the carpet. Get a little mold coming off the carpet. Why is that carpet the color green? It's a weird color for the carpet. That's just the carpeted bathroom, honey. Don't worry about it. A little precipitation coming off of the toilet seat. Don't worry. The bathroom carpet will soak that up. No problem here. If you decide to play Expedition 33, try not to skip the story. Is that what people are voting on? What platform is that on? I might not be able to play it if it's I've got the Xbox, that's all I've got. I used to have a working gaming PC, but I don't know, I haven't been updating it, so it is on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass? Oh, hell yeah. All right, give me a number, guys. Yeah, I can play that for sure. So just like the Lugia, it's a double shuffle, and we let the audience decide the number at random. NHCC says 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Ready? So we got Lucas Lange. Wow, goes to Lucas right away. Not 6. Lucas Lange, it's your lucky day. You're picking up a lovely Garchomp. Okay, man, if it had gone to 6 a third time. Oh! She was so close. It was only one off. It was only one off. Oh, my God. That's crazy. She was that close. I don't know. She must have the help of the Poke Gods right now or something. The gods of RNG. Jeff Leon takes an extra Gengar home. Wow. She was that close. All right, Jeff. She was only one spot away. Okay. Jesus Aguilera. Here's Anthony Kalura. TRG. Sorry, TRG. Tough luck today. Here's LaFlame. NHCC. Sorry, Mr. NHCC and Beatrice. And there they are. Lucas Lange coming out to play, and he's going to take home a Garchomp. Dang, I'm back to funding breaks again. That's kind of how it works, you know, like, again, I always try to teach people about it from a mathematical point of view. Let's say you're doing a break is 1 in 15 odds. And let's say you ran a simulation on a software where you did a 1 in 15 RNG odds and you ran it 15 million times. Well, what would happen is your odds in this simulation with really large numbers, you would start to find out that you average pulling it once every 15 times. So that's kind of how it works. You just hope to have more luck than that in the time that you open these breaks before you give up one day, because one day you say, all right, I'm dying of cancer and I'm not going to do breaks anymore. Whatever it is that stops you from doing breaks one day. One day you're too old, or one day you're bored of them, or one day you decide you don't like them anymore, whatever it is. But you hope to have better than average luck within that time period. But if you did, if you did a big number simulation, if your Garchomp is 11 spots, you should only be pulling the Garchomp after getting into 11 of those breaks. And that's a lot of breaks. Mentally, I think people hope to pull it once per break or once every 2 or 3 breaks. Think about the Rayquaza. He was 1 in 35. So that should mean you should have to join that 35 times before you pull it one time. See? So that's the math behind it. But like Han Solo said, never tell me the odds. Lucas Lange just pulled it on one spot, and he feels very good about it. There it is. All right, Lucas Lange. Someone always pulls it. Okay, look at that, Lucas. Now, Lucas, if you're international, and I think you are, what I would do if I were you is I would timestamp yourself pulling this Garchomp, because what we can do for you is we can declare this as a slab you paid like $40 for. And if they're like, wait a second, that slab's worth $400, you could be like, see, I was in this break, and here I am pulling it for $40. And so that's what I got. So that's a pretty good thing. If you're an international buyer, that's a nice way to get a slab, huh? Because when you ship it over, you're going to claim it for $40. Keep the declarations low. So the Pokeball break, which is supposed to be a fast-moving break, is finally over. Mr. Blake says 5 holos with store credit. Here it is. Thank you, Mr. Blake. Let's see what happens. Who's finishing Charizard? Jumbo Charizard has 1 spot remaining. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. And we've got the mouse, the beetle, the bug, the Rotom, and the Shellos. All right, that's cold round. Make sure she moans thin brother. I've always wondered if it goes off of what you paid for an item or the value of the item. Okay, so it goes off of what you paid for the item. Yeah, definitely. And so sometimes customs doesn't... I bet customs, if you... I'm not saying we've ever had this problem, but let's say they ripped the package open and they saw you're declaring like a $1,000 Rayquaza for $40 because you happen to pull them for $40. They're going to look that up and think that you're cheating the system and under declaring, but you're just going to show them, you're going to say, I pulled this out of a break for $40. And I don't know, maybe you'll have to argue that with them. They might agree with that or disagree with that. I'm not sure. But that's why we do. But we've never actually had that happen. You've never had to do that. But I like to warn people, international people, to keep that in mind, that they might want to, timestamp that. What happened recently, I got a message from someone I know who had trouble with an international shipment. Not one from me. It wasn't from me. It was just a different one. And they were asking for advice because they had it from someone else. And so they were asking for advice on it. And it sounded awful to go through something like that. So, the declarations is an important subject. We got to make sure that they're reasonable so that the customs don't catch it and disagree with it. All right. So let's see. Ethan says that's not how it works. You can use $9 to ship the Lugia since you canceled the payment for the... Oh, yeah, I was going to get rid of that label. But you are now saying that you would like to... Oops. You're now saying that you'd like to keep the Lugia. Give me a moment. We can definitely do that. Okay, yep, I've still got your label. And I'm going to grab the card. I love the Lugia. It's a very pretty card. Lugia is a great Pokemon. So now... we'll toss that off to Alexis. Perfect. Alexis and Six. The names are very similar. All right, so I get the privilege of picking out a new Master Ball break. I've been wanting to do this for a while. So I had one in mind. Let's see how well this break will work, though. I gotta get these put away. Those are just in the way. They're not supposed to be there. Oh, here it is. So I had one in mind the whole time. I've actually purchased it a while back because I wanted to host it as a break. What's this? Oh, because I bought this and I'm going to turn it into a break as well. All right. So it's not these. I'm just getting these out of the way. Okay. Scooby Buzz, Scooby Buzz. Don't go anywhere if you want to see this. Okay. I'm almost there. Yes, I have a really nice card we're going to be breaking. This one I want to keep, so it's going to act as a placeholder. Right? Yes. But I'm ordering the next one right now. Skadooby-doo. Almost there. All right, so here we are, and I have a number in mind for it already as well. Finished the Mega and the Fossil. Yes, finished the Mega. Wait, what? So this card is going to be my personal card, but we're going to use it to represent the one you're going to be getting. I just ordered the new one. But I wanted to host a break on this card for you guys because I think it's a great card to be holding. Really pretty card. It's a high population card. That's its only downside. It's otherwise very pretty. So here it is. It's this Neo Charizard. And again, this one's a placeholder. We've done that before. You know how that works? What happens is if you pull this, we give you a card that says Neo Charizard 10. And then when the new one comes in the mail, we put your name on the back. But that's the new break. And what's cool about the card is it's surprisingly affordable. Not like cheap, but I mean like it's not like a rare candy break, which I find that really nice. So I wanted to do 1 in 15, so I guess that means 1 in 16 if we're doing a star spot, which we're supposed to. There we go. We were supposed to have one on the last one too, but we canceled that because it was moving so slow. Nice, I've never seen that one before. Oh, I've shown it off once or twice, and I did that because it was kind of a hint that that's what's coming up. But that's it. That is a year 2000 Japanese Neo Charizard reverse foil. So you will get a placeholder for this, or you'll get a pre-order for this, and we have a new one coming, PSA 10, just like this one. But this one was in my personal collection, so I've just been holding it. But we're offering that as a break because I think it's very special. So look at these breaks, man. These are killer breaks. We got Gray Felt Hat Pikachu and Neo Charizard. Great stuff. We also have this Gym Dark Golduck, Dark Golbat holographic. A little pricier, but it's PSA 9, and, well, it's vintage. We have this very unusual 2018, remember, this is XY era time period, 2018 Carddass Vaporeon, Bandai Carddass. You know, I've got a lot of Carddass cards in my collection, and so that's how I ran into these, because I'm a Carddass collector. And Pop 4, I own 3 of the 4. This has got 2 people in it. If it needs help later with, like, star spots, we'll help him eventually. But that one, we're going to keep that one up there. I like that one. One of you guys is going to own it. It's going to be fancy. These need to go into my booster pack box. So these are like replacements for whenever this finishes. This moves really slow, these vintage pack breaks. You know what I think happened? The vintage packs just got so expensive. That's what happened. They got so expensive that people are like, you know, I think I'd rather just buy a slab at this point. But, you know, that's what drives the slab prices up. Slab prices go up when the booster packs are too expensive to open. And then what happens is the slab prices go up because people go, okay, I'll buy a slab. Well, that raises demand in the slabs. Okay, and then what happens when the slab prices rise? Well, then people look at the booster pack prices again and go, oh, I might as well open up a booster pack because packs are more affordable. You know, so it's a pendulum that swings back and forth. All right, guys, it's 6:42. I think I'm ready to wrap up. You guys feel free to send in orders ahead of time for this new break. There's 16 spots, so it's not going to finish up in one night. Mr. Lucas Lange wants shipping. Then we have William, who wants shipping. And then Beatrice, who wants a spot in the Charizard. And 6, who wants 3 solo leveling. I'll open up the 3 solo leveling right now. We're going to save the rest of those orders for tonight, okay? So he goes 6. Miss 6. But we got shipping. And we've got, we've got shipping, a spot in the Zard. So the Zard's filled by 1 spot already. And then we're going to be starting tonight with a really beautiful thumbnail. Ooh, Sun Jin Woo. He's going to be a bad guy, right? Is that what they're planning with this main character? I feel like that's what they're planning. I feel like the plan is to take him and to put him in this position where he's too powerful, and then he's going to have to make a choice to be evil or not. I feel like that's where the writing's taking us with this story. Because he's too powerful, right? He's so clearly more powerful than anyone else. So that's what you do with the character like that. He's Superman. He's Korean Superman. That's what he is. And so what do you do with the Superman character? Well, he has to have a kryptonite, first of all. So they're probably going to add kryptonite at some point. But second of all, the real weakness for Superman is deciding to be a good person. That's the actual story. All right, there you go, 6. So that's where I think, that's my prediction for the story for solo leveling. It's going to be a Superman type problem. There we go. I'll see y'all later on tonight. No, I was second to jump in. No. Declare my package with 300 pounds. I mean, I can do that if you'd like me to, if you'd like me to declare it high. All right. So I will go ahead and wrap up here and see you guys later tonight for the late night stream. That's Wednesday, late night stream. We start around 1:30 a.m. Be sure to smash the subscribe button. We're approaching that 100,000 subscribers. And again, we're going to have a nice $5,000 giveaway when we reach that number. I can't wait to do that. But it won't start until we actually hit 100,000. See you later, everybody.